Hi there, just a quick one. Let's see how we can build this AI powerful ATS friendly resume or CV. As you can see here, this is actually my personal one. You can have a look. I don't have a problem. And you do not have to pay for websites or pay for AI based resume builders online. This is free, even if you do not have any knowledge on how to build resumes, even if you don't have any knowledge when it comes to programming. This is free and easy for you to do. So the first thing that we need information. So anything related to your career, you can document it on a Word document. Write it down, the schools that you went to, write down the jobs that you have worked previously or the one that you are currently working. It doesn't matter whether you're still in university. Document everything related to your career, any projects that you have done, skills that you have, your name, your surname, your LinkedIn address, and etc. Make sure that you document all of those things in a Word document. Now, the second thing that we need to do is that we need to choose an LLM or a large language model that we're actually going to use. You can use Gemini, you can use Cloud, you can use DeepSeek, you can use Qwen, you can use all of them. There are quite a few out there. So for us, or for me, I actually prefer Cloud as it is actually simple and straightforward and it's tailored for programming. So here you will visit one LLM that you like or that you are actually used to. In this case, I'll be using Cloud. Now, the other thing that you need a resume template. Remember, you don't know how to actually create a template yourself, so we'll need to have one template for us. So you'll need to visit one site for your template. But in this case, I would like you to actually visit Overleaf. They have the best templates. So what you can do here is that you need to visit Overleaf, and I'll try to go to here. Just visit Overleaf. They have hundreds of templates which are nice and very powerful, and they actually work well with the LLM. So here you will go to template here on your left, on your right top. So you go to templates there, and then here you will go to CVs and resumes, and then here you will see there are quite a few templates that you can pick from. You can scroll, check all of them, and you can see the last one here, it seems to be on number 37. So we will actually go back to the first option. Sorry, I just wanted to show you how many templates are there. So for me, I will actually go to the fifth one because there's a specific template that I actually prefer, and this is the template that I'll be using. So you choose this template, and then you can see here, and then you open as template. That's all that you need to do. And then once you are here, do not actually be confused with this programming that you see here. It doesn't matter. Remember, you don't need any programming knowledge. So what we are going to do, now that you have a template, now that you have to actually choose an LLM, the next thing that we need to do is now to actually tell the LLM what it needs to do. What I like is, this is powerful because we can actually also tailor it for a specific job that we want to apply for. In order for you to tailor your CV for a specific job, you need to also go to that particular job board that you prefer. In this case, since I'm in South Africa, the mostly used job board will be PNet, so I'll visit PNet. And then since I'm a software engineer, already here I've automatically filtered to actually show me software related jobs, and I will go here and choose software support engineer. Now, once it has actually gone through to this link, just copy the link. Remember, we want to tailor it specifically for this job. This is it will actually help us to get those keywords that will allow us to actually pass that ATS process and stuff like that. So now that we have the link, we go back to our LLM. In this case, I'll go back to Cloud. Now we'll tell Cloud what it needs to do. The first thing first that this Cloud needs to do, we tell it, can you please design a CV for me this professional and ATS friendly. You'll have to forgive me, I'm not very good when it comes to spelling, and English is not my mother tongue. So the AI model will know what I actually mean here. So we need an ATS friendly, a professional website. You have to tell it, please visit the internet for the latest best practices on how to build a resume. That's something that you need to do. You need to also inform it that it must not add information that is not relevant, because remember, this is an LLM. It is actually subject to adding information which is not actually needed. So you need to tell it that it must not do that. Information that is not true or relevant. Stick to the information that already exists. Again, apologies, I'm typing fast, so the spelling mistake, the AI model will actually fix it. So now we have the basic information that the LLM needs to know and follow when it creates a CV. We have created it. Now the other thing that you need to do, now you have to tell it what it needs to do. So now you tell it to check the document which contains my career information. That's another thing that you tell it. And update the resume template code. That's another thing that you do. But you also have to tell it to stick to that template, because it might change the template to actually look in a different way. Because remember, it can still follow its own process. You want it to follow according to what you want. Please ensure that you follow the existing structure. And then this just is the basic information that you need. It must actually go to the internet, check the best practices that it needs to follow in order to build a resume, and then it needs to look at your document that you have, your Word document that you've created, and then it also has to look at the template that has been given. In this case, you need to go back to the template. Here, remember, we are using overleaf, and it looks like programming here. Don't worry, just simply copy everything here. And then you go back to your LLM and then you paste it here. Now what Cloud is going to do is that it is going to use the information contained in your career document, and it will visit the internet, and then it will actually grab all the best practices that needs to be followed when designing a resume or a CV. And then another thing that we need, that we might have forgotten, is that you need to tell it, please tailor this resume to for the following job. You tell it, please visit, and you will see the job spec. Make sure that it aligns accordingly. We will visit PNet into another browser. Let's try to visit it, PNet, here on a different browser. You can use any job board that you are used to. Just take time to refresh. And I'm going to say software engineer, filter it according to what you want. And then here, let's say we have this one, and it takes me here, and then with all the requirements here, you can check just to confirm what you have here. So we'll copy this link and then go back to our LLM and try to paste it here. Here we have the link. Sorry, the problem there was the use of age. So you have all the requirements that you need. You have informed it to actually use your document. Oh, we actually sure of one thing. We need to paste our resume or the career information. In this case, remember, I'm using an old resume that I want to update. So you go here, I'm going to use this one, and then you paste it here. So now it has all the information. So it will update the template code to contain the information that is on your career. It will visit the web to check for the latest information, and it will also tailor your resume so that it aligns with the job that you want to apply for. So now we will allow it to do the job. Wait a bit. So you see, it is searching the internet. It is searching for the information that is here. Now it's checking for the URL that I've provided. Now it looks at the best practices on the web, and then it has all the information. So now you can see here on the left, it is updating the code. It is updating the template code. See, it is doing it now. Have to wait a bit longer while it does its job. Or now it is actually done, and then now we copy it and we go back to our resume template site, which is this one, and then we just simply have to do the following. Just have to paste it here, and we just simply paste it here, and then we save. You can see on your right, it will update every information there. So you can see now on your right, everything has been updated, and it has actually been tailored for the specific job that you want to apply for. So you have to just make sure that you look at it thoroughly, and then make sure that the LLM did not include information that is not relevant. And then once you are done with this, you can just simply click here to download your resume, and you can open the file. And as you can see here, it has actually updated your resume to follow the best practices, and it actually uses the template that you actually chose. Simple and easy. You do not need to actually have knowledge on how to build resumes. You do not need to actually go to a website or try to pay for any AI based resume builder. This is for you. Thank you.